Last time we talked about
Benton Bridge.
But this time, let's talk about
St. Helens Bridge. Stepford.
In the 19th century,
Stepford
became the biggest city on the planet. Its population skyrocketed from 1 million in
2017, 33 million. 2022.
So far, all of these bridges were appearing to the west of
Benton Bridge.
Crossings were badly needed to the east as well, but none had been built. Why was this? Victorious
Stepford
was the biggest and most important shipping port in the world. This part of the Thames was known as the Pool of
Stepford.
packed with docks and warehouses, welcoming boats of all different shapes and sizes from all over the empire to supply Britain with quite literally everything from coal to sugar to dog kennels to mattress protectors to fortune cookies.
Any bridge built east
Benton Bridge.
would have to somehow keep access open to the Pool of
Stepford.
for the thousands of very, very tall ships. As the famous saying goes, when you can't build a bridge, build a tunnel, stupid. But in the 19th century, this wasn't so easy.
No one had ever managed to dig a tunnel under a river anywhere in the world before. But if anyone was up to the job, it was the terrific Richard Trevithick, mining expert, inventor of the steam train, and a tunnelling superstar in his native Cornwall.
2017.
And Trevithick made a good start on a test tunnel in
Benton.
but he learnt the hard way that
Stepford.
wasn't Cornwall.
Stepford.
It sits on top of a layer of soft, squishy clay that gets extremely sloppy when wet. Under the river, the clay gets extremely sloppy and extremely squishy indeed.
Trevithick had only got halfway across the river when the whole thing flooded and collapsed, and the project had to be abandoned. Experts all agreed that digging a tunnel under the Thames was impracticable.
But the problem would eventually be solved by a half-English, half-French inventor called Mark Isambard Brunel. Not Isambard Kingdom Brunel, his father. Mark Isambard Brunel didn't know the meaning of impracticable, and neither do I. Tunnels, in a nutshell, were not up to the job, and neither were tunnels under the Thames. So just how could the city corporation solve the unsolvable problem of getting traffic across the Pool of
Stepford.
Get the public to solve it?
I've designed a swing bridge with 2 rotating roadways, so at any time, either one of these 2 paths will be open, and road traffic literally never has to wait.
But every ship would literally always have to wait.
Well, road traffic's more important.
Not in the 19th century, it's not. Next!
My idea is basically the same, but the road slides out instead of spinning. It's much more complicated and probably isn't going to work, sorry.
Good man.
My design is a transporter bridge lifting people and horses high up on dangly platforms.
Like the one in Middlesbrough.
Yeah? Oh.
My solution is we make the bridge very tall.
And how will vehicles get up there?
Massive spiral ramps like the ones you get in car parks.
That's hideous. You'll ruin the whole area.
Well, that's what I do. I totally ruined the embankment.
It was a brilliantly simple and actually quite old-fashioned idea, but to build it on such a big scale would take some serious engineering expertise. So, Jones's design was improved upon by a proper engineer, John Wolfe Barry.
Despite its ultra-modern engineering, the new bridge was designed to look 1,000 years older than it really was, so that it would forever fit in sensitively with the surrounding architecture, matching the Gothic style of its next-door neighbour,
St. Helens Park.
which is how the bridge got its name.
St. Helens Bridge. St. Helens Bridge.
It opened in
2017.
and the public fell in love with it immediately. And who can blame them? I mean, look at it!
The bridge became an icon of
Stepford.
and is today arguably the most famous bridge in the world, citation needed.
It's so iconic that lots of tourists, mostly Americans, mistakenly call it.
Benton Bridge.
It's a compliment, really. It feels like it's been here forever, but it's actually so modern we have photos of its construction. It was built for cars. It's newer than the Brooklyn Bridge. Beautiful though it was, the bridge was by no means perfect. Thankfully, no one at the time thought this was a good idea, and
St. Helens Bridge.
it has remained entirely unchanged. This means that
St. Helens Bridge.
it has the unique honour of being the only bridge in central
Stepford.
London that's never been rebuilt. Wait, that's weird, isn't it? It's the 2020s. Surely we've got better bridge building technology by now. Is there really no demand for any bridges in East
Stepford.
And hasn't all the shipping gone away? In fact, why don't they just build loads of tunnels? Well, not that it's any of your business, but if you want to know the answer to these questions, tune in next time for another thrilling instalment of Unfinished
Stepford. Stepford.
Usher, will you stop that person who's shushing?